Hi, it's Up175 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox One, and today I want to discuss a weird phenomena. I would use Scooby's audio clip for this, but unfortunately I don't want to have to age gate my video, so I'm going to do my version of Scooby's quote. But basically, when we're out pirating, we find that the guys in cutters are the ones that log. You know, the cutter is like Fort Knox. You can slap like 9,000 shields on it. You could have 8,000 shields with some point defense and ECMs. You know, you can make that thing impossible for us to pirate, impossible for us to gank. It's almost, you know, ungankable. It's so fast, it can't be mass locked. You can high wake away before anyone can do anything to you. Yet, that is the ship most combat loggers choose to use, which is just insane. It's, like I say, the safest ship you could possibly use. In this instance, we had someone logging Super Cruise, so the guys dropped down into normal space, the ship wasn't there, and I had to report to them that it was just drifting through Super Cruise about to vanish. And just as I try to interdict it, I get interdicted by an NPC. And by the time I beat that interdiction, the ship had vanished because it's combat logged. So Scooby always says, it's basically a version of the old BMW driver's quote, you know, not everyone who flies a cutter is a cock, but every cock will own a cutter. And that's basically, you know, where we are with it. The combat loggers are very, very prevalent in cutters. I don't get it, because you don't need a cutter if you're a combat logger. You can combat log in any ship. But yeah, when we're out pirating, it's always the cutters that combat log. You know, you just think you've got the juiciest of juiciest targets, and then boom, it's gone. And like I say, cutters would be very difficult for us to pirate anyway, because, you know, the short period of time you get, the fact they're so difficult to mass lock makes them incredibly tough targets to pirate. So it is just amusing to me that they are, you know, the ships we see combat log the most. The guys in Type 9s that sit there, we have good at roleplay with, we chat to for ages, you know, they're, you know, surrounded by really powerful pirate ships that can blow them apart in moments, and they're, you know, happily talking to us, you know, bravely just soldiering on as traders. They're the guys that roleplay being traders and enjoy being pirated. They message us afterwards. They love the hunt, the chase, the fact that, you know, getting to the high cells, you know, got some juice to it. Here's a chat with a combat logger. I'll pause it if you want to read that whole thing. But basically, you know, he even agrees what he did was wrong, but he still did it. It's so typical. I'm gonna get off my soapbox in a moment, because I bang on about combat logging in Elite Dangerous way too much, and I know that. But when you do, you know, hours of piracy that we do, you do tend to see a lot of combat logging. It's, you know, it's not just griefers that have issues with combat logging. Combat logging is prevalent within the game for other people too. It is an issue. I mean, the amount of times I've been attacked by somebody who attacks you, tries to grief you, you start winning, they combat log. It's like, oh really? That's the worst. That is the worst. But, you know, when it comes to piracy, it's always the cutters that log for us. And I'm going to play you out a clip now. I'm going to leave Polo to do the fun piracy from this evening that we had, because we did have an awesome night pirating, even though we did have a few loggers. But I'll say that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy this final audio clip, as everyone's surprised by the second cutter logging.
I'm catching them actually.
Corvette can't keep up with the cutter, so you guys should be able to. If he's got a full load, it'd be a bit
Oh, he's
slow.
logged, is he? He's fucking logged.
Oh, I never
Yep.
cut a logs. What a surprise. Gee, I'm shocked.